Hello, my loves. So today I'm going to shoot a get ready with me, obviously. I am going to also be talking about just some like regular topics of interest right now, and I hope you like it. Be sure to comment and have a conversation with me, because I know it's always kind of weird. I feel like I'm shooting an Instagram live right now, and I think it's kind of weird when I'm just like talking to myself. Usually my Instagram lives are with someone else, so be sure to check those out too. I do like an influencer series, and so I just talk to different girls that like I have a closer relationship with, and it's usually on different topics. And recently, the most recent ones have been with Christina from Laugh, Love, and Hippie. And it was talking about beauty and more like of a makeup focused segment. I also did one with my friend Beatrice. She's a stylist, but she also has her own blog. And I have another couple ones coming up that I'm really excited about. They're all on different topics. And I just try to get like really informational and really cool, just different girls that like I think would be interesting to hear from. So yeah, be sure to tune in on those. I usually do them on Monday and Thursday about 12:30. I always post a timer or a reminder in my stories the day before, just to make sure that everyone knows about it. So for some reason, I just really love contouring. Like, I may not be super amazing at it, and I know I probably should have some more highlight over here, and I do it on my nose too, but I usually use like the excess from under my eyes and use that for the top of my forehead. First off, I am using this sponge from the Makeup Shack. I talked about it in my video with Christina recently, and I love this one. It is so bouncy, it's not hard, and it's just like one of my favorites. I also primed and everything already, and so I'm using this Fenty Beauty foundation. This one's in Soft Matte. I really love this one. It is one of my favorite foundations besides Clinique. Those are like my top two right now. So yeah, I usually just use a makeup sponge. I need to experiment with using brushes. I recently watched the James Charles Insta Influencer like mini series. It's only like 4 episodes, and I'm really not that big into beauty. Not that I don't like it, but I'm just not like great technique wise. I really just focus my time on like fashion focused things and segments. So I definitely thought that it was super interesting. I got a lot of takeaways from it, and they're just so creative. I don't know, I just love the idea of contouring. Like, I mean, am I amazing at it? No. But, like, there's something about just blending out these lines that makes me happy. And the way that it looks after is just, like, amazing. And I use my sponge for, like, everything. So like one side of my sponge is going to be for my foundation, and I use that, and then another side near the tip is going to be for under my eye area, and then a highlight on the top. And then I usually use the very bottom for my bronzing area. The only part that's a little bit tricky for me is my nose, only because that is both bronzing and highlight. And I usually just pay attention to, like, you can tell which side was the foundation, which side was the highlight. But yeah, another topic that I'm not sure if I should talk about it, just because I feel like I'm not as knowledgeable, but it's not a topic for me because I don't experience it firsthand. But it's the whole Black Lives Matter resurgence right now. I think I'm very pro Black Lives Matter. Obviously, all lives matter. And I think that that's something, though, that even though I may not be the most, I don't know, I'm trying to choose my words carefully. Even though I may not be the one that should speak on it directly, I think we should all at least try to talk about it and be active in our feelings toward it, just because not saying anything is even worse than saying the wrong thing, in my opinion. Because even if I say the wrong thing, I don't have like a huge audience, I guess, to where it's going to really impact someone, but at least I am speaking out and trying my best to say the right thing, and I do care. And I think at the very least everyone should at least care about the situation, and I think that it's really important just to speak on it and acknowledge it. At the very least, we should all acknowledge it. And that's what's most important, I think. Because if we don't, we're just contributing to it even further, in my opinion. Again, I could be like totally wrong. And obviously, I have experienced discrimination too, but not in the same capacity. And so I think that, So I think that's like really important to mention as well. Definitely say that I've experienced discrimination, but it is not at all at the level that a person of more color would experience. So I don't want to discount that in any way. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, a little bit of a lighter topic, is obviously just like quarantine and some of the projects that I've got going on. I have been working really hard at trying to get a new video up every week for YouTube. I do TikToks every day that I post every day TikToks. I do not have the time to make a TikTok every day. And then I also have been working on my blog posts and expanding those from 2 times a week to 3 times a week. So now it's every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I've really been focusing a lot more on my blog. And so usually I try to post one of my YouTube videos on there once a week, and then I'll also put like some kind of style tips or a roundup of pictures and stuff like that on there. But it's really not about like, oh, look at that pretty photo. It's like, where can you shop this look, get this look, easy things to buy on Amazon, stuff like that. So it's super helpful. I would definitely go check that out and let me know in the comments below what kinds of blog posts you would be interested in. So yeah, I've really been enjoying that and having the time to just create and really be on a more strict schedule. I have also been focusing on, where's my eyeliner? I have also been focusing on, I cannot find it. So I'm using Revlon Color Stay Skinny Liquid Liner. The other liquid liner that I really love is actually just the Sephora liquid liner, and it's just really easy and precise to use. And I just try to make a super thin line. And that came out really bad, actually. I'm gonna have to redo that. I'm usually really good at my eyeliner. Not right now. But for some reason, I think it was just the use of the Sephora liquid liner. I got so used to using the brush. Like, this felt tip is just a little too like flimsy for me. I like the use of the brush better. See how like this one, there's like a little dot at the end? I like hate that. But with the brush, it doesn't really do that. It gives more of a straight edge compared to like the felt tip. So when you push it on there or begin to get the line, it first leaves a dot. And so I'm struggling with that right now. Let's just redo that. So yeah. Okay. So another thing that I have been trying to do is like more of like health and wellness kind of stuff. I've been trying out little hacks, and I've really been enjoying those. I get a lot of them from Poosh, and I just love that platform. That, Who What Wear, and a couple other like blogs like We Wore What, and Pop Sugar Refinery 29. Those are like my go-tos for just little hacks and like cool beauty ideas, stuff like that. Okay, what should I do next? I do this really cool, or my lash routine I actually put on TikTok, and I really love it. It's been making my lashes super lengthening. What I do first is every night I'll apply this Grand Lash MD Lash Enhancing Serum, and it's super helpful. I think it has really changed, and I'm not really big into serums. But another thing that I do is use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Primer. This one's in pink. It doesn't really matter the color. They both are amazing, and it makes the biggest difference. I also just don't want to let it dry, because then it can get flaky before I put on my next coat. So what I do is just put on a coat, let it sit literally just for a second, and then I'm going to go in with this Buxom mascara. It is my absolute favorite. Well, one of them. But yeah, that's like my go-to lash routine. And then I put the mirror under my, like at an angle lower than my eyesight, just so when I am brushing it, my lashes, I'm brushing them up, and I don't have to do that fish face that everyone did in high school. Maybe it was just my high school, but but yeah, I feel like they look really lengthening compared to just like a couple coats of my other mascara, which look good, but this actually gives like a hold. So when I'm shooting something, I tend to go for this combination. But if I'm literally just going to like the store or going to work or something, I'll just do one coat of my regular like Dior mascara or Charlotte Tilbury mascara, one of those, and it's fine. But this one, I feel like it's just more prominent. And it blends really well with my falsies too. Lastly, I'm going to use my Carly Bible palette, and I use this darker shade to set my bronzer, and then one of these two highlighters as a highlight. And for highlight, I use my fan brush. The other one I use more of a stifling brush. I don't know why, but I just like the way that it goes on. Another thing is I have really clear skin. Like, it's just naturally really clear and not acne prone. I do get like a little bit oily along my T-zone, but that's it. But recently, like, I've been having these tiny pimples, like bumps, I guess, on my forehead, and it's so frustrating because I don't know what to do with them. Like, I don't really experience this, and so I have no idea what to do. Shake off that excess, and then just use the tip. Yeah, this is my super easy go-to look recently. I always change it up, and every once in a while I'll put like something different. I won't do my liner. A lot of times I don't like to do my liner, or if I do eyeliner, I really love the way it looks on me to have like just like a jet black eye and bring it down, have it a little bit smoky. Haven't done that in a while because of quarantine. I haven't been able to get my black pencil, so be sure to recommend any black eyeliners down below. But yeah. That's kind of my go-to look right now. Just make sure everything is blended out. Lastly, I have been loving gloss, and I'll also take this pink highlight, and it kind of is like a 2-in-1 for me. The pink highlight acts as like a bit of a blush and color, but it also gives like a shimmery effect, so I really love that. This one is from Youngblood. It is in the color Sunset, and it's called Lunar Dust. I really love it for my complexion. I can't find my... So then I like just really super natural makeup. So I'm literally just going to apply gloss. It's just a clear gloss from e.l.f. And I've actually gotten a lot of like comments asking like, oh, what color is your gloss, or where'd you get it? And I'm like, it's just my lips, guys. Like, but yeah. So yeah, thanks for getting ready with me. I know it's a super quick video, super just like easy go to run out the door kind of look. It's kind of just what I tend to do. Like I said, I am more fashion focused. So be sure to drop any questions or comments down below, and I hope to see you in my next one. Thanks, guys.